Hey, hey, what? Eurovision 2020. I got a new video. Alesia Michelle, I'm ready to go. Eurovision fam, are you ready for the show? Hey Eurovision fam, it's Alesia Michelle. Today I'm going to be reacting to Daughter's performance at Melodifestivalen 2020 Bulletproof. So I'm really excited to get into this reaction. It's not really a reaction, this really is a review, so I kind of said that wrong. No, this is a review of Daughter's performance at Melodifestivalen 2020. As you know, I am unfortunately not following every single national selection this year. I just don't have the time and I'm really sad about it. I really am. But since I was able to figure out that I could go to the Melodifestivalen Grand Final, of course I was like, okay, I guess I need to really be following this national selection a little bit closer than I normally do, and I'm excited. So luckily I was able to watch this performance live. I've had some time to look over it, review it. We're gonna talk about, do we think that this could perform well at Eurovision? Do we think that this could win Melodifestivalen? Without further ado, let's start the review. But of course, before we start the review, we're gonna refresh our memories and watch the performance together. Play. And this is the encore performance after she found out she made it through. You know, the thing about this staging, it definitely was way more than what I thought it was gonna be. I mean, this is like actual staging. Like, we have styling, we have staging. And can we just say this studio track is amazing. We have meaningful movement. Y'all know I love my meaningful movement. Meaningful movement. And this, I mean, this studio track is so good. And I'm not gonna lie, her vocal was a little bit shaky in the rehearsal. So I was nervous going into the semi, but the vocal definitely came through and did what it needed to do when it mattered. And this staging is really thoughtful and good. I'm not convinced about the shorts though. And I feel like am I getting old or something like that? Because I do feel like this is like a cool girl outfit. Oh my Lord, someone's calling me. Yeah. Love the staging. I do think that there's too many wide shots though. Like, this shot is good, but there's too many wide shots where the audience is included. And I don't think it works for this performance because it's such a personal performance and personal song. You know what song this reminds me of though? It reminds me of that Strangers song a little bit, in a good way. And we came through with the vocal for this performance. Yes! Meaningful movement. Oh. This actually, I'm like rewatching this again, and I'm like, this is really good. And the thing is, when I first saw this though, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, is this the right way to stage this? Because I know sometimes when people see a lot of staging, it kind of can take away from like the meaningfulness of the song a little bit because people just feel like it's too produced. You know, so I always get nervous about that. I don't know if we need the hair flipping though. Well, but now it's like, we can't do the performance without thinking of the hair flipping. Okay, so let's get into this review. Let's start off with the styling. You know, styling matters, so we have to talk about it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not convinced that the shorts are the movement. I actually was like, Clara, the jumpsuit that she had, I was kind of like, can we have the jumpsuit and then just make the top of it like reflective? I don't know if we can change the styling, but the shorts do not have me convinced. With the movement that we have happening on stage, I don't know if the shorts work. But I do sort of feel like, well, the shorts kind of give like cool girl vibes. Like, I'm a cool artsy pop star, you know, I'm not like those regular pop stars. I'm like kind of like a cool, introspective, artsy pop star who like writes her own music. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like that's just the movement. So I might just be old and I might be coming from the place of someone who's old. Like, I don't get this. Yeah, but all in all, I mean, I think her hair looks great. I think the makeup looked great. I love the top. I just wasn't convinced that the shorts were the movement. But, you know, we could chalk that up to me being an old lady or something like that. But I'm not that old. Let's talk about the song itself. So when I heard the studio track of this and like the snippet clip, I was like, ooh, I love this. This is a song that I would listen to outside of a Eurovision realm. This is a song that I think is both commercial, but again, let's not forget the fact that, you know, Daughter is a singer-songwriter as well herself. So this isn't like some piece that someone just handed to her on a platter and was like, sing this, young pop star, you look pretty, like go do that. Like, she actually is creative. She really has like some musicality to it. And I think, you know, I definitely connect with the lyrics, but also I think beyond that, I just think that this is a well-produced song. I think that this is a really good track. I can't knock anything of the track itself. The song does remind me, in a good way, of Secret Strangers a little bit. Like, I feel like these could be on the same album. And fun fact, I guess, Strangers was in that Home for the Holidays Norwegian like television series that Felix Sandman was on. It was like the scene where the main character was like dancing at the disco with Felix, I think, and they had like the instrumental of it. So yeah, I feel like this song is very current, and I think that it being compared to Secret Strangers is a good thing. I mean, that was like an international hit. Again, I think that this song is of the same class. If not, maybe a more graduated version of it, like next leveling, which that's what you want to do. You want to next level it. Let's break down the staging. First of all, I am so happy to see some meaningful movement. I have been talking about meaningful movement ever since I started my YouTube channel. You know, you cannot just have someone on stage, you know, behind a microphone doing whatever. I think there's nothing wrong with just kind of choreographing those intimate performances just to add those little touches that I think become really memorable. I think the fact that we have meaningful movement with this is just perfect. I think it is well timed. I think it is great. I actually, you know, at first when I saw the performance, I was kind of like, is this a good thing that she's on the stage by herself? And honestly, like, I think it absolutely is, because I think with the build of this chorus, it could be really tempting to throw in some dancers. I'd keep it with her, just her. Again, I might change the styling. Like, I really do feel like there is a reflective jumpsuit moment that she could be having that would just look so good. I don't know, maybe that's like I'm stuck off. I'm not into the shorts because I really feel like she should be in a jumpsuit. I just feel like a form-fitting, body-hugging jumpsuit with the reflective top would just be perfection. But at any rate, I digress. Yeah, the staging I think is really great. And I always get nervous a little bit when people do staging that is a lot. I do think that there is a happy medium of staging. I think the mamas are kind of giving a happy medium of staging. I think even Robin Benson is giving a happy medium of staging. Sometimes when we have too much staging, it can feel overproduced. And then people start getting kind of that manufactured feel with the track that I don't think is something that we can assign to Daughter, because like I mentioned before, this is not some like studio churned out pop singer, you know, that doesn't have any musicality and kind of doesn't have that creative edge and is just sort of being like a puppet. You know, that is not who Daughter is. That is not the type of artist that she is. You know, this is an artist with some depth, with musicality. So I was a little bit, I think, taken aback when I saw so much staging for this performance, because I was like, ooh, I don't want people to kind of give this that same treatment that they would another artist. But I don't feel like I'm seeing that happen. So I'm happy about that. I mean, this staging is just really impactful. Now let's talk about how I think that this will perform at Melodifestivalen. I'm not gonna lie, I do think that Anna Bergendahl probably won this semi. I don't know why I kind of feel like she won it, But maybe because she kind of is coming off of Ashes to Ashes and all of that momentum, we can't deny the fact that Anna has already won Melodifestivalen before. But I just sort of feel like I think Anna might have won it. So that makes me feel a little bit nervous. And I'm going to say one word to y'all. I am fully jaded when it comes to Melodifestivalen. I think there have been so many years where I've sort of been disappointed in the way that female artists have been treated when we get to the final. It's like you might see an artist potentially win their semi, but then we get to the grand final of Melodifestivalen, and it's as if everyone's just totally forgotten how amazing these female performers are and just like throw all of their points behind male performers. So I'm a little bit jaded, and I have to say I'm still nervous. So many of you are hopeful that this could actually win Melfest. I wish I could be as hopeful as you are, but I admit I'm a little bit jaded, and for one of the reasons why I'm not following a lot of the national selections is I really do find myself sometimes so disappointed in the eventual winner that then when I get to Eurovision, I'm just like, man, I'm still thinking about, such and such that should have won. I'm still thinking about this song that should have represented the country. And I really, really hate that feeling because, there's no shade to the person who ended up winning. It's just, I think you get this moment where you're just getting so close to a song that then, like, even though another song might be great and it's not like that song is horrible, like, our hearts are still kind of with that song that got left behind. So I'm trying to keep myself grounded and I'm trying to keep myself open because at the end of the day, Melodifestivalen has a lot of really competitive acts this year. I think Honor Hansen this year is actually going to be super competitive. I think this is going to be a very interesting Honor Hansen that we have. But ultimately, I really like this song. I really like Daughter. I mean, this is just a track that I would listen to. And, if you guys want to give me some encouragement in the comments, give me a little bit of hope, talk to me in the comments below. Do you agree with what I've said? Talk to me in the comments below. Do you disagree with what I've said? That is totally fine too. Talk to me in the comments below. We don't have to agree with each other. That is the beauty of this whole thing. That is Eurovision, and we are family. We can fight, and then we can make up. But don't forget, I'm not bulletproof. What? Don't forget to like and to subscribe, because I got more content coming for ya. Let's get excited for Eurovision 2020. Bye.